Hello, everyone. Anyone new to watching my videos? My name is Melodylynn. Um, I have no idea where to start. Not I have no idea, but I have 1,000 ideas of things I want to talk about. I just don't know which one to start with. My hands are dry, so I'm gonna put some lotion on right now because they hurt. Um, Yeah, so I've been told that I should make videos, YouTube videos, about all the rants that I kind of go on, and instead of posting them on Instagram, um, I was like, yeah, maybe I should do that and start posting them on YouTube and whatever. So that's basically what we're going to be talking about. There's two things that I want to talk about. One of them is basically the life of a single parent of a child with a disability. My son has autism. And then just some men, people in general, because I'm sure females do it too. I wanted to smoke a bowl, and now I'm like, I can't pack a bowl with my freaking. But I have freaking lotion on my hands because I don't want lotiony freaking bowls. And I need chapstick, which I thought I got out, but maybe it's in my purse. So 1 second. Well, I go and grab my chapstick. Find my chapstick. Let's hope I can find it pretty easily. Braylon? No, you don't need more bananas. That's what I get for leaving them where you can reach. Here. Well, this will kind of give you guys a bit of an example. Dr. Pepper and the two little fishies. Here we go. You know what? This works out way better because I would rather you guys. Hang on. I'm still trying to find it. I think it's in here. I'd rather share these videos unedited, and I want you guys to see what exactly I deal with. This, for example, is part of the reason why it makes it really hard for me to make content for my other sites. Make money, because I'm constantly dealing with whatever my son is getting into, or feeding him, or he wants me to fix his tablet, or play his show on my TV, etc., etc., etc. Glad I found my chapstick. And then also I'm thinking this eye looks like, I feel like the top of it must be swollen because this totally looks like closed and this one looks more opened. And that's what I get for, I'm trying to be in the habit more of taking off my makeup before bed. But, I don't know, I had a few drinks, not much, but I was kind of stressed out from, last night, basically not being able to go to work. So I had a few drinks. So I didn't take off my makeup because I was really tired. And this is what happens. I want to go look in the mirror to see if I'm just crazy. It's the lighting. Maybe it's a bit swollen. I don't know. Okay. Now I'm just kind of it's been 4 minutes into this video, and I'm not even talking about really the things I said I was going to talk about. Anxiety, your inner saboteur. If any of y'all know RuPaul's Drag Race and watch that, I love that show. But your inner saboteur really messes with you, a lot. Especially, in my situation, or people that have situations somewhat similar to mine. The whole point of me making these videos is, one, it's a great way for me to expose myself and like get more followers from YouTube onto my Instagram and like vice versa. These things need to be talked about more. More people need to be talking about them because so many people out in the world don't understand. Um, and I'm hoping that this is kind of like I've been trying every answer I can to try and like be able to make more money and provide for myself and provide for my son and like it's not that I can't afford my bills right now at home. What I can't afford is moving. And I know a lot of Canadians are having a lot of people are having the same problem. Like, rent is going up a lot. And I'm not trying to belittle other people, but it's like these people that don't have children with disabilities, whatever, I don't know if they're just, maybe we're struggling more than they are. I don't know. I don't want to discredit them, but it's like, God, okay, I lose my train of thought so much because there's just so much jumble in my head, so please do not mind me if I get off track of what I was talking about. Anyways, um, we just could use so much more support and help, really. Um, yeah, I totally lost my train of thought. But anyways, to get back into, so I'm trying to make these videos. I'm hoping that people will I'm not I don't want to say people will feel bad for me, but people will want to help me. I'm hoping that, this will help me get more exposure. This is just another attempt of like trying to get the help I need because the government system is bullshit. The amount of money that I'm getting isn't enough. Oh yeah, I was basically saying so in order to like rent a place, I just can't do it. I can, but it is so hard for me because I'm so busy during the day taking care of my son that I can't even get to working. I don't even have the energy, the time, any of it. And these are the things that people need to understand is like I get that's very similar to a lot of other parents, but there are little like factors, little things that get in the way that make it a lot harder for us. Um, for like, okay, a big example, and I don't know how many people even see this, but the people that do have a child with a disability know that there is a difference between a parent and a caregiver. And I know some people may see this video and be like, what are you talking about? You're parenting. That's what you're supposed to do. You're parenting. Yes and no. Because again, with a child with a disability, there comes so many factors in the way. Um, okay, a good example is like when you take your 3, 4-year-old to like we go to this indoor playground and I'll admit, of course, probably your child may be scared the first time they go. They might take a little bit, like they might be shy. I've worked with kids. Like I worked with my aunt, her daycare, so I've worked with kids all my life. Um, and I get that they'll probably be scared the first time. They might be shy. They might want to hang around the mom. They won't really go and play. But most kids, when they see a playground, like they're gonna go and play. They're excited. Even if it is a new time. And I know that the circumstances are not the same for everybody. I know that doesn't apply to every situation. But correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like the majority of children who do not have a disability, they see a playground, they're gonna go run and play. My son doesn't do that. So I had to he's now just like that's where we went last night and he's now just being okay with climbing up the little staircase thingy and going down the slide and he must have gone down 30 times. But it took me really like slowly pushing him to get comfortable with that. And I'm constantly dealing with, okay, like one, he would go there and he would go into the party room and just run around and play with the light and like that's fine. As long as he's having fun, as long as he's happy, they didn't mind it, they had no problem with it, he wasn't destroying anything. But like I still wanted him to play. I want to be able to have he loves the park, he loves the slide, so I wanted him to have the ability of having somewhere to play inside. And I want him he loves the slide, so I wanted him to get used to it. And the thought that goes through your mind, the anxiety that goes through your mind is there another parent here that's going to judge me? Probably not, because I'm sure most parents do understand that you're trying to to just get your child to see that it's actually fun. It's actually fun and not scary. Like, they don't have to be scared. But that plays in your mind, like, a lot because I have to kind of push him more than what a parent with a child of a disability would not have. Like, they don't have to do that. They don't have to really push their kid. So I'm wondering, is someone going to be like, why are you pushing your kid so hard to go on the slide or go on the playground when they clearly don't want to? And I'm like, well, because I'm trying to help him get past his fear. But that's just it. I shouldn't feel the need to explain myself to other people. But if we don't explain ourselves, nobody's ever going to understand. So there's that constant battle. I need a drink. I'm going to try my best to not make this a super long video because I could talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. There is so much to cover. So if you guys are interested in what I'm talking about and would like to hear more, please comment below and let me know. Tell me to make a part 2 or whatever. I will be right back. I'm definitely losing my mind, guys. I swear I just thought I just heard the oven go off. Oh, man. Yeah, and if there's like little tiny things that you want me to elaborate more, like one of my main advice things I want to give to you guys right now, please, please, I know I'm gonna get it, so it's gonna happen no matter what. There's gonna be people that don't understand. But if something does not make sense to you, instead of being like, well, you shouldn't do that, maybe ask me, why do you do that? Because there most likely there's a specific reason why these things are happening, why I'm doing things these way. Like, that's a main factor is, he got an Oreo cookie. I gotta put up the gate. He's eating too much junk food. He's hungry right now, which, that's another thing. I tried to feed him. He wasn't really interested in eating, so I'm like, maybe he's not hungry. Now he just wants all the sugar foods, and he shouldn't be eating sugar foods, and I should feed him something right now, which I'm trying to do, but I wanted to make this video because I need help. I'm trying so hard to keep my cool. This is definitely a hard thing to talk about. It gets very, very frustrating. Sorry. I will be back one more time because I do not want him eating a bunch of sugary food. So, see if I can find something else for him to quickly eat. I did make him hash browns. I'm waiting for them to cool down a little bit though too. So I will probably talk for another 5 minutes and then get up. This is what I'm talking about. If I'm constantly getting up and leaving out of the video, it's because I'm trying to take care of my son at the same time. Because you get those people that want to make the comments like, well, maybe you shouldn't be on social media. Maybe you shouldn't have made this video. But that's just it. I'm like, 20 minutes, half an hour of my time isn't gonna change everything else in my life. He's just not gonna have eaten for half an hour. That's it. That's the only difference. It's not like he hasn't eaten today. I gave him some Fruit Loops. He had juice. He had a bottle. I tried to give him some green stuff. He just wasn't super interested in, so I'm like, okay. Yeah, my mind is constantly like, I'm worried about being judged. But I try to live my life without worrying about it. But again, there's just so many people do not understand that they are quick to judge. People would think, oh, well, you're just not feeding your kid. No, they autistic people, kids can I don't want to say he's a picky eater. Trying to do this video, and I don't think you're supposed to be in the video like that. Sorry, I don't mean to push you, but Oh my goodness. I'm so kerfuffled. I'm so, like, I don't even know what I was talking about really right now. Anyways, we need more people to understand what we're going through. We need more people to stop judging and ask questions and do the research a little bit more. And I'm making these videos because I need my story out there. Other people need their story out there. We need to build a bigger community and support more people that have children with a disability. Yeah, the whole trying to work thing, like, I want to explain that, and I'm just scared. I'm scared that any little tiny thing I say, people are gonna judge me for that. And it's really, really annoying because I know I shouldn't be living my life like that. But again, I'm like, I need people to understand, and if I don't explain it, how are they gonna understand? And some people are, and some people aren't. Anyways, for the ones that do understand, yeah, I'm not asking for people to send me money. Like, don't think I'm just being like, send me, $20, send me $200 for nothing. No, no, no. I'm like, I have an OF page, so I'm like, subscribe to that. Um, check out my videos on ManyVids. Check me out when I go live on Chatterbait, things like that. Share this video. Honestly, that's a small little step, and that's all it really takes to make quite a big step. No, Braylon. Got chocolate all over your hands. Now there's icing all over this. This kid is driving me nuts today. Your chocolate, like, by your eye. I don't want it to go in your eye. Sorry, how dare I try to wipe your face off? Sorry, I just don't want it to go in your eye. Okay. So, yeah, trying to say simply sharing the video helps out a lot because one, it's getting my story out there more. So, maybe you share it and you can't subscribe to my OnlyFans or you don't want to. Okay, fine. But you share it and maybe somebody else does want to, or maybe they just, and don't think that you have to subscribe to that because like you need to see the stuff I post. If you just want to support me a little bit, just subscribe and like you can send $5 here and there or whatever you want to do. Like, I'm not telling people they have to do this. But yeah, so it can go either way. Either you're sharing my story and somebody else may see and be able to help out or want to help out, or they share it and it's like you share it and then they share it and then maybe somebody else sees it, or like word of mouth kind of thing. And also it's not just about other people seeing it and like subscribing, but it's like also the more shares and likes I get, the more attention it's gonna bring to what I'm talking about. What, are you getting sick of the Wiggles now? And he took my freaking. I said no. Got a perfectly good pillow right there. I'm sorry, but I like to keep my stuff nice. Some of today's issue has felt like we cannot have anything nice. You can't decorate for the holidays. Even though I have my tree, like I have my tree set up still, but it's got like pink. I kind of made it like a Valentine's tree because I wanted to enjoy my tree longer. I really like pink and I like all that. But you can't, he's constantly, like my earrings are right here. This little thing. Yeah, because it's all like fancy and colorful and fun and whatever. He wants to grab my earrings and he chucks the thing everywhere. So I'm constantly searching for all my earrings. I'm losing earrings. Like, I'm like, I can't have nice stuff. Then it goes down to, well, it's my own fault. I shouldn't have so many pairs of earrings. Well, I have so many pairs of earrings because my career, I want to be makeup and cosplay. So that's why I have so many earrings. Hence why I have so many outfits too, because that's my work. That is my work. But I don't even have time to work. What? This is what makes me feel. I can't even do this. I can't even talk about the stressful stuff that I'm going through because he's whining and crying, getting into things, making a mess. Like, I don't know how anyone is supposed to have a life. And I think he's acting like this right now because he can tell that I'm irritated and upset. So it's like, how dare you be irritated and upset? How dare you try to talk about your feelings and emotions? Because you doing that, I'm going to get upset. Like, I'm not allowed to feel my feelings because it upsets my son. I love him so much, but I just want to fucking throw him off a bridge right now. Like, I hate saying this. It makes me feel guilty, and I'm sure a lot of moms can relate to it, but the moments of going through life, obviously we love our kids. I love him so much. But in this one moment, I'm just like, I just want to fucking throw you away somewhere, whip you against the wall. I'm not gonna do that. Please do not take it that way. Or just go away. Just get away from me right now. Oh. But I'm like, obviously, don't do that to him. Don't, like, because I don't mean that. I know I don't mean that. But it's just so frustrating. I'm so stressed out. Anyways, I don't like being like that around my son either. Because I don't want him to learn that. Okay, you're driving me nuts right now. Here, take your tablet. I don't care what it's charged at. I'm trying to charge his tablet because it was only 50% because I forgot to charge it last night. Good, it's at 100%. We're golden. Here, want your tablet? There, take your tablet. Oh man, now I want like noise in the background. I hate the silence. It drives me nuts. It's already been 22 minutes. And I feel like I didn't even really talk about anything. I feel like this is so pointless. Why am I sharing a video about this? Just get away from me for fucking 10 minutes. I can't stand this. I'm just trying to fucking do this goddamn video. I'm just trying to talk. Oh, sorry, I knocked the camera. I'm just trying to talk to you guys for fucking 20 minutes, and I can't even get through what I want to talk about because you're not allowed to hear your own voice. How dare you talk louder than me? Ugh. And then, of course, I stubbed my toe because my apartment is so tiny that everything is just cluttered all together. And it doesn't matter how much I organize everything. It doesn't matter. There'll always be something new that's a fucking mess. Now I can get into the little fucking tiny fucking, not even tiny things, but all the other fucking things that make this so stressful. And it's like, I don't want to make a super long video because most people people don't want to, I feel like people don't want to listen to this. So how do I get help? How do I put my story out there? What do I do? I'm trying to work. That's not enough. I'm trying to focus more on my life. That's not enough. I'm trying to be more organized, which is pretty much the same thing. That's not enough. I'm trying to talk about my story. That's not enough. I'm trying to get more help from the government. That's not enough. I'm trying to get more help through like people like not my family because I can't really get any help from them. I barely get any help from my mom. She's not a reliable, consistent source, and that's what Braylon, not me, that's what Braylon needs. Like, yeah, a friend Brian that usually helps me out with a lot of the stuff, but it's not him. It's not that he isn't enough. It's just not enough. And there's so much to do, and I don't understand how, like, okay, his daughter, I guess she's older now, but like she gets enough money to pay for, I don't know, the PSW or whatever, someone who comes and helps her for like 14 hours or whatever, however. Why don't I have that? Why do we get only, I only get $150 to pay for a respite worker when a respite worker is $50 an hour. So what am I supposed to do? Get 1 hour? Three times a month? How am I supposed to make a living off of that? How am I, that's not it. So I have to make more money in order to hire someone to help me take care of my son. It's not that I'm not capable. It's that, like, okay, what I need is to be able to have someone be like, okay, for 2 hours, can you just, like, you could chill around, like I do, chill around, watch TV, whatever. But like, if he sounds like he's getting into something, can you go check what he's doing? If it's been a little while since he's eaten something, can you go feed him? If he needs a diaper change, can you go and deal with him for 2 hours so that I can focus on having a shower and doing my makeup and not being disturbed so that I can actually be ready? And I need that every single day. Every single day. Even during the weekend. So I'm like, my only conclusion to this is having a live-in nanny. How on earth am I supposed to afford that? How? Like, it gets to the point where I'm constantly debating about giving my own child up for adoption because I can't do it. His father is not in the picture. You've got to wait for court until they finally, deal with whatever, because there's so much court stuff that's going on or whatever. Even right now, he's still yelling really loud. It's really making me feel like I'm not even allowed to talk about this stuff. And I keep going back and forth to, this is stupid. No one's gonna want to listen to me rant back and forth about all this crap. No one else is gonna fucking care because everybody else is going through their own problems. I feel so stupid for making this video. I'm still gonna post it and hope for a fucking miracle. And hoping that the more I talk about my story and everything that's going on, that maybe I'll get the right help. It's just ridiculous. There was other things I wanted to say, but I can't even. I'm like, there's the most important things that I wanted to talk about. Okay, so for example, doing the dishes. I have to constantly be on top of doing the dishes. And I know people will be like, well, you can leave it for a day or two. It's not a big deal. If I do the dishes, they pile up so quickly. He's also drinking from bottles. So if I don't constantly wash his bottles, then I don't have another bottle to use, or I have to wash 5 bottles. I have to wash 5 bottles, 5 sippy cups, all the forks and knives, and then I'm sitting there doing dishes for like an hour, and I don't want to do that. I'm too tired, so I have to constantly stay on top of doing the dishes. His bedroom, for next example, he is constantly throwing his toys everywhere, all over the floor. He's like a cat, and you tell him don't do that, he's gonna be, and do it anyway, or don't do that. Don't do that. Pick it up and dump the basket everywhere. And I know that's like another thing. Parents will say, you don't have to worry about your house being clean all the time. Like, we don't have to worry about those things. You're right. You don't. I do. Because his room is too small. And if there's books all over the floor, which they're hardcover books, they should be softcover so he doesn't rip them up. But, people still buy him other books. I want him to be able to be exposed to books so he can learn to read and all that. Like, he's autistic, so he's going to need to be exposed to that stuff so, he can learn. But all he does is rip them up, rip them up, rip. So I'm like, why do I buy him anything? All he does is destroy it and rip it up and wreck it. And it hurts me. It hurts me so much that I'm like trying to do nice things for him and he just ruins it. And I'm like, I know he's not doing it on purpose. Then back to the point of books are slippery. So you can slip on books. bring back to the fact that if there are toys all over the floor, you're constantly stepping on them. Same with me. If I leave toys on the floor, I'm constantly stepping on them. I'm tripping over them. I'm stubbing my toe. He still sleeps in a crib. There's no room to put a bed in there. Now people could say, well, you just take the crib out and put the bed in there. No, no, because that's not what it's like for an autistic kid. They won't just sleep in the next bed that's available for them. They won't just. He'll be like, "What is this? This is completely different. This is out of my comfort zone. This is not how my schedule, my routine works. This is new. I don't like this. I'm not sleeping." Because that's exactly what happened last night. That is a main thing with autistic people. They are do best with a schedule, and once the schedule is like thrown off, something new is put into the mix. They're not good with change. So that's a constant struggle. I have tried rearranging his room so that he doesn't climb on things and put himself constantly in danger. He wouldn't sleep. He cried for like 2-3 hours in his room. And I can't, that drives someone crazy. Constantly listening to the crying, doing everything I can to calm him down. So, in order for me to switch him from a crib to a bed, I have to have a big enough room that he can, I can let him take his time and get used to the bed. Or I have to like wait until I can move, which seems like it'll be never. But I have to like slowly try and bring him to the new place, let him check out his room with the new bed, but bring him back like here at my parents so he can go to sleep in the crib and slowly again get him used to a big boy bed. How do I even afford a big boy bed? Where do I get the money for that? Where do I get the time to work? Because I'm so busy dealing with my son all day long that by the time I need to get ready for work, I'm like, well, now I'm pushing it for time. I barely have enough time to get ready. I still need to make dinner, but I still got to feed him things and I still have to like get him to bed. So it's not just the 2 hours of like needing to get ready. I need like 4 hours and I've got 3 hours left. Plus, then I have to, if my parents are gone away, Brian isn't able to, like he stays here with Braylon. I've got to pay $30 in Uber to get to work, $30 back, and then if I'm there before 9, I pay $20 fee, and if I'm there after 9, which was the problem yesterday because I got there late, if Braylon, like, if he goes to sleep at a good time, if he fights it or whatever, usually he's been going to sleep at a good time, but because we changed the schedule a little bit, I guess that threw all off. Anyways, I'm paying $100. I'm paying between $80 to $100 to make money. And then that's if I make $200 at work. So maybe I go home with $100. And if I work only 2 times a week, like, okay, say I work the 2 times a week, okay, that's enough to keep my money up a little bit. But if I get sick or I'm super tired and can't work, usually I do Sunday and Thursday. So if I can't work that Thursday, well, that $100 that I made, oh, well, now I need to go grocery shopping. So that $100 I have is gone now to like every little time I make a bit of money, it goes towards covering the rest of my bills and stuff like that. So I never really have enough money to put money away and actually save up money. Anyways, this has been a long rant. I am irritated listening to him constantly make all the sound and noise, and I need to give him food, and I want to eat, and I just want to relax. And honestly, I'm really sad today. I'm really depressed. I don't feel like doing anything. I already did some of the dishes because again, I know that if I let them slack, then it's just gonna affect me even worse and make me even more mad. So I'm just gonna end it here. I know I said I wanted to talk about guys and some of the, well, people in general and some of the dumb stuff, but I'm gonna leave that to another time. Yeah, all I'm gonna say is, again, if you watch this video, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for listening to everything I have to say. Please follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter. Hopefully that information should be posted somewhere below. If not, you can comment and I will comment back. I don't know. I kind of feel weird and silly and don't know what else to say now. I just kind of lost for words. Listen to him and all those farty noises right now. So yeah, just thank you to anyone who shows me support. If you please share this video, help me get my story out there. I don't know, help me change my life, our life around. I feel so silly saying all that because everything I've done to try and get help doesn't work. So I just feel like this is just going to be another attempt at trying to get help that gets nowhere. But here we go. I'm going to end the video here and share it and hope for the best of luck. So thank you all for watching. Bye.